Hey, Dave. With Clayton Kershaw starting tonight, how good is it just knowing you have him on the mound coming off of a tough loss?
It's always good having him on the mound. You know what you're going to get. He's going to be prepared. He's going to compete. He's going to bring intensity and energy, and our guys have a way of feeding off that. So knowing the environment that we were in last night, that's not going to be hard to kind of to bring to life. But it's going to be a fun ball game tonight.
And I noticed you have Will catching for him. Why is that tonight?
I just think it's just good for all of us, the Dodgers, to have, Will catch, Clayton once in a while, Austin catch, Walker, just kind of being able to interchange guys. And I think for me, it's that injury with Austin in Atlanta with the ankle, just kind of brought it to light in the sense that if something does happen to one of our guys, we have to be able to make the catching, pitching batteries interchangeable, because obviously the season is unpredictable, and we just have to make guys as comfortable going to both catchers as much as we can.
And with Max Muncy back in the lineup, what does he add to this team?
I think with Max, it's just the presence, an all-star player, the at-bat quality, and he's just a proven all-star. So he just makes our club a lot better, and getting him back is a big boost, and then getting Cody back tomorrow will make us that much better.
What can you say about this matchup? Obviously, the atmosphere yesterday was electric, but what does this do for the sport of baseball?
Baseball viewership, I think is really continuing to grow. I've said it many times before, is that there's more talent top to bottom in this game than there ever has been. With the National League West, Padres, Dodgers, this rivalry that's been brewing in recency is becoming real. It's a lot of fun to be a part of. For Southern California, it's great. For the West Coast and all of baseball, I think that people on the East Coast are still, really excited about this series and to see baseball in Southern California. So, to watch Machado, Tatis, and those guys, and Snell tonight, and Darvish, what he did to us last night, and our guys. So a lot of talent on the field tonight.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
Next question is from Rowan Cavner. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave, with Joe, does he seem more comfortable just letting loose with the fastball this year since he's come back from injury than he did really at any point last year?
Yes, he's healthy right now, and I don't think any of us really appreciated what he was going through last year. So to get him healthy and feeling free and easy, that's been a big difference. And for us to have the success that we want this year, we're going to need him to be a vital part of it. And I think his last, 5 or 6 outings, there's been a couple homers, solo homers on the breaking ball, but as far as the quality of the strike throwing, he's been fantastic for us.
And then with Max, because of his ability to recognize just strikes and balls and control the strike zone, do you think that makes it any easier for a guy like him to succeed quickly after time off than it might be for, another guy?
Yeah, it does. I think that there's a couple pieces to that. The one part and most important part is swinging at strikes and taking balls, like you mentioned. And the other part is the putting the ball in play and getting hits. And so that's part of it is timing, but you do give yourself the best chance when you're swinging at balls in the strike zone, which Max does a really good job of.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Next question is from Ramon Castillo. Go ahead.
Dave, with Max, when you hear oblique, you think it could be weeks and weeks, maybe a month or two. What allowed you guys to bring him back so quickly and you have to monitor him any closer than usual?
I think the credit goes to Max, and that's the awareness of when he originally felt something to say something. And at that point in time, our training staff could manage him, treat him up, and we got him on the IL and to kind of nip it. And where I think maybe in years past, and some players at times try to play through things, but he's had that before And fortunately, he's learned. So we got ahead of it, I think. And hopefully this will last. We're talking about it this year.
Is that ankle situation behind him as well?
Yes. He actually did say that this time off has allowed that ankle to take care of itself and heal up. So he has no problems playing second base.
And over the years, we've talked a lot about shifts. Last night, we've seen Manny Machado in right field a few times. What did you think of that last night? Him making
Yeah, you know what? I think that I've always kind of been on the side of allowing for shifts, but the more I think about it, the more I see it. When a guy, rides out a changeup in shallow right field and it's a L4, I just and a one hop bullet up the middle, and I just think that we're sometimes I think that we end up kind of talking out of both sides of our mouths as far as trying to promote offense, but allowing for other things that kind of suppress it. So I guess if I had my druthers, I would do away with it.
Like shifts completely?
Yeah.
Would you put like two guys on each side of second base?
Two guys on each side, or no one can get in the grass. You got to be on the dirt if you are going to have three guys on the other side of the infield.
Got it. Thank you, Dave.
Yep.
Next question is from Eric Steven. Go ahead.
Dave, just wondering what the reports are with Yoshi Tsutsugo in Oklahoma City. How's he doing on his rehab?
Yoshi's doing well. I know he homered a couple days ago, twice, a couple nights ago. So, Eric, it's more of a longer term play. And I say longer term as in, 3-week play, just to kind of make sure he's back with the calf, he's healthy, and then also just allows for him to take some at bats and use this time to get healthy and to kind of work on his stroke. So, each day, obviously we're monitoring him, but I think that it's better to kind of look at a bigger sample for Yoshi and see where he's at physically and mechanically.
And then with Zach Rex yesterday, is something like that? I mean, did you guys know ahead of time it would just be one date, and is that something you communicate to him, or how does that sort of situation happen? Like just the communication part of it?
Yeah, I don't think we let him know because things are bound to change, and they do at times. So yesterday was a great day for Zach and his family. So that's in itself. And after the game, I talked to him, and he was still excited about it. Understood the move that we had to make, bringing back Max. And I think for us, as we talked about it, knew it could be very short term, but with a player like Zach and his history and what he's done for himself, earning this opportunity, we wanted to give him that chance to get a day of service. And I don't expect it to be his last day with us this season, so long as he continues to perform like he has been.
One more on the All-Star game. You mentioned before Bud Black would be on your coaching staff, and there's some honorary coach. And would there be anyone else that might fill the George Lombard role if he wasn't allowed to do that?
No, because George is, I asked George, and he's going to rightfully, respectfully, he declined. He's on a different team in a different league.
Yeah.
So Clayton McCullough is our first base coach, and he was with the organization. So I feel great about him being over there at first base, in the same role.
Great. Thanks, Dave.
You got it.
I got time for one more. Go ahead, Juan.
Hey, Dave. Cody Bellinger's still on for tomorrow?
Cody will be in there in center field tomorrow.
And then kind of one thing, I know you guys have made it a point of emphasis to kind of limit some of the base stealers and just the aggressiveness on the base path. Against this team, they're really aggressive. Is that even emphasized even more when you play against this team?
It is. We still, I think that the guys we've talked about in weeks in the past have been better. Clearly, Phil wasn't good last night as far as holding runners, and we got to be better. Today should be a little bit tougher being left-handed, Clayton. But as far as us, their personnel kind of lends itself to stealing bases, and we're just not, as fleet of foot as those guys are, to be quite frank. But as far as a deterrent, yeah, we got to be better.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.